The long-awaited battle in Seattle is back. Number 3 Gonzaga taking on number 8 Alabama right now. Our own Brenna Green is at the game in Seattle. We'll have highlights from the games tonight at 10. But right now, here's the 3 things you need to know about tonight's matchup.
It'll be another top 25 matchup for the Bulldogs, so let's get to our 3 keys of the game. Let's start first just with the Zags. The last 2 contests for them were point-blank sloppy. The Bulldogs had 33 turnovers combined against Duke and Tarleton and only shot 10 of 40 from 3 in those 2 contests. Somehow the Zags still stayed in the game with Duke, and they were able to barely pull out a win over Tarleton. The Tarleton game was Gonzaga's 4th game in 8 days on Monday, so I hope the Zags took advantage of their 4-day break, because those turnover numbers combined with a 25% three-point shooting percentage tell me one thing: the Zags' legs were shot. Simply put, they have a 3rd straight contest with bad numbers in those 2 areas, and it'll end up like the Duke affair. Gonzaga must be smarter on offense, plain and simple, and that's going to be incredibly important because of what Alabama does on offense. The Tide's lone loss this year was to Iona, and that loss is the blueprint for what Gonzaga needs to do to win. Alabama shoots a lot of threes. It's what they're known for. Against Iona, the Crimson Tide shot 17 threes. Alabama also nearly lost to the Gales in the NCAA tournament last season. They only got off 16 threes in that contest. That's pretty astounding considering this year Alabama is averaging shooting 29 threes per game, and last year, heading into their matchup against Iona, they were averaging shooting 34 threes per game. Against Iona are the lone 2 times since Nate Oates took over at Bama that the Crimson Tide have shot less than 20 threes in a contest. Translation: you shut down the Gales' outside shooting, and it's good night. This is especially important, as I referenced earlier, that the Zags are not exactly a dominant 3-point shooting team. If they get into a contest from beyond the arc with Bama, they will lose. However, if Bama gets it going inside the arc, the answer what to do there is pretty simple as well: foul. The Crimson Tide is shooting a measly 64% from the free throw line this season. Against Iona, they shot 52% from the charity stripe. There is only one player on Alabama who shoots it well from that area, and that's guard Keon Ellis, who hits an impressive 91% from the free throw line. Everyone else in Bama's starting lineup is below 70%. In fact, no one outside of Ellis, who plays meaningful minutes for Bama, is shooting over 68% from the stripe. Meanwhile, for Gonzaga, only 2 players are shooting less than 70% from the free throw line. Those 2 players are Drew Timme at 69% and Anton Watson at 64%. If this game comes down to free throws, the Zags will win.